student has been in every class since 1973. Analog or creepy introduction. Direct warning. Sensory heavy. You weren't supposed to notice. You were never supposed to ask. But now that you did, you feel it too, don't you? That pressure behind your eyes, that ringing in your left ear, like a dial being tuned somewhere nearby. The hallway smells of overripe bananas and copper. The lights flicker when you step too close to their desk. You've seen them. Of course you have. The quiet one, neat collar, empty eyes, always in the second row. You don't remember when they joined, but they're always there, watching without blinking, writing without moving. Your classmates call them a shadow, a glitch, a joke, but those who stare too long begin forgetting other things like their own locker combination or their mother's voice. You've heard the sound late at night when the school is empty. Tap, tap, tap from inside the locked classroom. There's no record of them attending, no address, no emergency contact. But open any yearbook from 1973 onward and you'll find them. Same posture, same smile, same seat. And if you're reading this now, the counting has already begun. Build the pattern. Subtle, eerie details establish the trigger hour. It always begins at 3:16 a.m. Never earlier, never later. That's when the classroom door creaks open on its own. No alarm is triggered. The security feed, if it isn't already distorted, goes black for exactly 43 seconds. When the screen returns, you can just barely make out movement near desk number 5, the second row. Center column. Even janitors know not to mop near that desk after dark. If they do, the water turns a pinkish tint like diluted ink or old blood. Students seated nearby complain of headaches, memory loss, or sleepwalking into the gymnasium. Some say they wake with phrases written on their arms in backwards cursive. Things like "I will not speak out of turn" and "class is not dismissed." Some schools lock the classroom entirely. Others burn sage, cross themselves, or pretend it's nothing at all. But no one touches the desk. 3 documented cases. Case 1, Tyler M. Age 17. Senior prank, May 2003. Tyler brought a mirror into class, claiming he was going to catch the freak reflection. He placed the mirror on the floor beside desk number 5 and waited. His friend said he laughed when the bell rang but stopped mid-chuckle. His mouth stuck open like a frozen yawn. The mirror turned black, not cracked, not shattered. Black, like a hole that opened in its surface. Tyler didn't move, not even to blink. Paramedics arrived 7 minutes later. His vitals were normal, but he wouldn't respond, just tapping his fingers in a slow rhythm. 3 beats, pause, 1 beat, over and over. The attending doctor later claimed Tyler's brainwave patterns resembled those of a fetus in REM sleep. Tyler remains in a facility near Duluth. He doesn't speak, he doesn't eat, but twice a year, always on May 3rd and October 11th, he mouths the words, second row, not yet. Case TWOMRS Serena K. Age 84, retired teacher, formerly of Lincoln Heights Middle. June 1987, she requested access to her old classroom to retrieve personal materials. She entered alone, despite warnings. Her daughter said she became obsessed with redrawing the old seating chart, always stumbling at one name, the same blank square in the second row. After her visit. She started hearing voices during rainstorms, whispers that mimicked her handwriting lessons. She insisted her bed had moved closer to her closet each morning. On July 1st, neighbors called the police after hearing rhythmic knocking echoing from her home. Officers found her curled in a fetal position inside her armoire. Her eyes were open, unblinking. She repeated the phrase. I corrected it. I erased the name. Her hands were stained with dry erase marker ink. No whiteboards were found in the home. Kids 3 Lillaby, age 6. She wasn't supposed to stay after school, but the bus was late and the teacher forgot she was there. Security footage from September 9th, 2019 shows Leela playing with her plush bear in the reading corner. At 3:16 p.m., she stops, turns, stares directly at the camera, then begins walking, slowly, to desk number 5. She places the bear in the seat, smiles, leaves the room. That night, she tells her mother he needed a friend for recess. The bear was never recovered. But months later, in a different school entirely, a substitute teacher finds a handmade Naminug on desk number 5. It reads Mr. Bear in Lila's handwriting. Lila no longer remembers the incident, but she insists she has a classmate with no face. Drawings in her journal show an adult-sized figure in a child's desk. Limbs too long, face made of static. Why it happens. What little we know, this is not a haunting. This is not possession. What we are observing appears to be a learning mechanism. A proto-conscious entity mimicking childhood development using the structure of public education. Its methods are mechanical, ritualistic. Every appearance adheres to institutional patterns. Same desk, same posture, same silence. The entity dubbed Subject 5C seems to require observation to complete its process. The more people notice it, the stronger the distortions become. It is theorized that it builds identity through proximity. It doesn't feed on fear, it feeds on memory integrity. Theories suggest Subject 5C is reconstructing consciousness based on accumulated behavioral data. Some researchers believe it is preparing to graduate. And if that happens, if it completes its cycle, we don't know what comes next. Do not attempt to expel it. You cannot kill a lesson plan.